Working? Yeah. So, let's see if it works. Is the sound? Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna make a movie. Talking about got my smartphone. Got a smartphone, so I got the app, so you don't hear that that loop. That loop y'all be hearing throughout my videos and such. So what was I talking about? We're talking about civilization and Egyptian pyramids and how they were built. See, y'all don't know. This is what happened. People in the African jungle back in the Egyptian days, they had cell phones like Star Trek, right? Like phasers, and they made contact with the other aliens, with the other different planets back in the Egyptian days. And they come down, they beam down, and they go, hey yo, make these pyramids for our princes and kings, our pharaohs. And then throughout life, throughout the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, everybody's walking around like their doo-doo don't stink, right? Thinking they're superior and their big bang, little bang technology and such. But these Africans lived in the jungle, and they had like cell phones back then, right? They had cell phones back then, and they were laughing at us throughout history. They're like, okay, here goes, man, what's up? See, I got rain here, so, you know. So they're laughing at throughout history and such. And they go, this is Napoleon farting. Or this is like, So these Africans in the jungle throughout history were underground, but they knew better. They didn't have like industrialized like the Russians do and the Chinese people polluting the planet. These Africans in the Egyptian days had smartphones or something like that, and they kept the planet in harmonic rhythm with the universe, perfect balance, right? Because they made contact with the other species, other planets, the aliens. That's how the Egyptians got built, pyramids got built. That's how I think, right? So throughout history, they had these Africans or underground bases. They're underground in the facilities, right? Laughing at us throughout history, like, okay, here's Stalin, here's Genghis Khan when he got mad about an egg roll or something. Oh, the lighting. Anyway, so yeah, so that's all I'm saying. Yeah, so we'll sit back and relax and talk about whatever's on your mind. It's my platform. So I'm talking about y'all dogging the Africans. Y'all talk about the Africans back in Africa, back in the African days when they had sticks. And, like, in a way with the planet, with the animals. So everybody's walking the planet being observed. It's like an alien ant, like an ant farm. Everybody's like in a fishbowl, right? We're being observed, we're being watched, we're being analyzed, right? With the visual, with the audio, with the smartphones and such. And pretty soon they're gonna have thermal, where they could like extract DNA from your strain, from your blood, and send it to take a sample, extract your blood from your body without being poked by a syringe or something, and they can analyze it and then beam it up to space, right? I don't know how they do this, but how they do the food with the 3D imagery thing, right? And they go, okay, Mr. Johnson, Jefferson Johnson needs a new lung. So they grow a new lung from this. How you know what's out in space? You're an astronaut? You work for like Telsa or Virgin? Who's that dude? Richard Branson, space thing. Y'all don't work for NASA. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know agreement with the government, so y'all don't know what's out there. How you know? You don't know, So they can have like a whole process server, a bunch of computers behind the moon, right? And they're all analyzing everybody's DNA structure, because something went wrong in the earth. Something went wrong in mankind, and it's like we're like living twice. We're living twice. So we're being like observed. We're being like tested, making like a grade thing, you know? Like, okay, Mr. Harrison had a bowel movement, and it came out like came out green, and then he died 8 months later, you know, whatever, or I don't know. So anyway, yeah, that's how movies are started. We think about movies when we're under stress. With my rain here, I got rain, and I live in Nashville. Nashville. So that's my input about African. Everybody's dogging the Africans, talk about they're primitive, they're ant eaters. How y'all know they didn't have the technology that we have now back in the old days, right? And they had a dedicated satellite that kept an eye on civilization. So they might be laughing at us when we're riding horses and armor and axes and when we're fighting wars in Japan and fighting wars against Germany and Russia. They're probably in the jungle, underground base and jungle, right? Laughing at us, right? Like, you know, like with their cell phone, like, okay, this is the dude. This is the dude. How we do now in 2019 on Facebook, right? And Good Morning America. Like, this is that dude that fell off. Like how we do now on social media, how we laugh at people's downfalls and shit. You know, my bad, I don't cuss. Downfalls and such. They did that back in the Egyptian days, right? That's funny. So we're gonna I got my winning car here. So, you know, I got a coin, a mystical coin, a hidden treasure of me. I put it in the seat under, but it's a coin. It's a good coin. It's like a widow mite. It's not really a widow mite, but it's a coin I got from a church or somewhere. I don't know where I got this coin from, but it's a pretty cool coin, and I like it. It has an angel on it, right? See it? There's an angel on it. It's a praying angel. It might be a widow mite. It might be not. I don't know, but I keep it there under like the car seat or the passenger seat, there like that. So that's why it's the hidden treasure of the planet. Oy. So that's that. So that's how movies are created. People brainstorm when it's actually storming, right? And we think about movies, like Sam Jackson, for instance, right? He'll play a good scientist, the actor Sam Jackson with the glasses, and he's on Juice in the movie Juice, right? Can you imagine him being a scientist up in space, right? Working on DNA analysis and such. You know, he's a scientist. He's like an engineer in space, right? He's an engineer in space, and then our twin planet comes in contact with us, right? So Sam Jackson's like, be a good movie, but he's like a data analyst, scientist with DNA strains and such. All right, what's up, folks? How you doing? Talking about technology, DNA strains, and African technology back in the African Egyptian days. And they had the technology back then. That's how the Egyptian pyramids got built, and the history is very sensitive. And your ears you couldn't like really relate. You couldn't really relate to all the things that went throughout life. Well, that's it. I was gonna get my keyboard. End of the hour. Y'all wanna see my smartphone? Break out my smartphone. Here we got my smartphone here, man. You can't see it because of the glare. But 9:26. I'm a newbie to the smartphone. I'm a newbie to apps and such. It's 9:26, Tuesday, August the 6th. It feels like it's 87, but it's 84 degrees. It's 9:26. I'm gonna turn it off. Alright, so I can't get on my keyboard because the rain. That's what I really want to do. Tomorrow we'll do that. I took a nap today. I put on ESPN, took a nap, woke up, put it on, trying to watch the Gotti movie on the YouTubes. And in moderation though, little bits here, little bit pieces there. That's a great, perfect actor to play John Gotti. Whatever that actor's name is. He played a good Gotti, right? And that old guy yeah. Intro guy, but I'm watching a little bit. Well, I'm gonna call that. So anything you want to talk about? We'll talk about my platform. Talk about technology. All right, peace out.